Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to episode 6 of Beami's Bonanza. Still haven't nailed down the whole tripod stitch. I'm always too tall, too... whatever, man. I thought I'd try today standing, but I'm still... Oh, I'm tripping. Hold on. Okay. Welcome to episode 6 of Beami's Bonanza. I've thought a lot about what even this episode should really cover. So we're gonna kind of touch a little bit of everything. Future plans for the series, the closing of the series. We only have 2 more episodes. Kind of a little bit of a life update. And then touching on some things that recently came out. For example, speaking of life update, I just released like a 14-minute ramble called May 2024 Life Update, where I discuss, life, music, sports, media, all of that stuff. And I'm not really going to try to reiterate a lot of the things I mentioned in that video, because, why would I do that? But the highlights, that I guess I will touch on are I'm off social media. I'm not necessarily as pursuant on the music business as I once was, and maybe as I was at the start of this series. And I'm joining a basketball league, and I'm been hooping a lot more, and I'm actually feeling really good. I'm better every time I play. I'm almost surprising myself a little bit, but I'm still trying to discover what the limits are of my body, my mind, my capabilities, my resiliency, strength. I have yet to the things that I touched on all the way back in episode 1 of the experiences that I've endured. They pushed my physical specimen to the limit in ways that I never thought I could handle, and that unlocked a part of me that realized, there's a lot that I probably have held back on what I'm capable of, and what I can do, and what I can be, and what I can achieve. But anyways, the whole origin of this series was to discuss or to showcase the process of leading up to a lot of something good, or a lot of wealth. And I've had mixed, I'm kind of all over the place here in episode 6. I have mixed emotions about all of that, about being wealthy, about what the process is to attain wealth and sustain it, and how I want that to come for me. So being back in Texas, as I've said already, has been very challenging, but something I feel like is important and that I needed to face. And it's been an ebb and flow. There's been days straight where I'm like, what have I done? I literally am lost, and I have no idea what to do, like the last few days. And there's been days where I'm like, man, this is wonderful, this is beautiful, everything's fantastic, I'm so grateful, and it's all working out. And then there's days like today where I'm kind of like in between, and I recognize that the days where I feel lost and clueless and overwhelmed, I can't allow that to just become what I act on, where I'm like freaking out and reaching out to random people who can't do anything for me, and I'm starting to articulate and make videos and stuff that make me man, I've been trying to throw the ball for you. Go get your ball. That make me worse off than I really am. And so just remaining grounded, letting those feelings rise and flow, and respecting them for what they are, but also realizing that this trajectory I've been on is still like really positive, and really, it's been, compared to last year and compared to the year before that, like I have so much more. I've been eating good despite not having a whole lot of money. I've been instead of going into negative all the time, I'm like, okay, I have 20 bucks almost every day. I'm figuring things out slowly. Eventually, maybe I'll have more than 20 bucks when I wake up in the morning. And then, you know, be scratching and clawing and battling a little less. And I think, you know, I've been realizing that I've been putting attachments on certain things outside of myself for being what causes me to be doing well or something. And initially that was my show. That is the whole thing that kind of brought me back to Texas from Puerto Rico, which was ended up kind of being a con job. And you know, it ended up costing me a ton of money, and I worked my butt off all of my first month here to fulfill a contract that I signed that I should have never signed, just to like follow through and not get sued. And I made the most of my stage time, and you know, respect to all that, but I'm glad it's over. It taught me a lot. And then I realized, man, that show didn't actually bring me, that's not why I'm back. That show amounted to a lot of stress. I mean, I learned a lot, but it wasn't like a positive thing. It's not what brought me back. So then I was attaching it to this job I got, working at a nature camp with kids. And over the last few days, I've had certain things go on that, you know, on paper, it's perfect. But the way it's kind of playing out, and the truth of the matter and the dynamics, as insane as this sounds, like, I'm not sure that it's actually that perfect. She wants to be heard. But speaking of, I just released a music video today, on what's today, the 16th, with the song from my latest EP, Memories of the Dead, featuring Nova, and it's a beautiful video of us on the beach in Puerto Rico. So that's another thing. I'm gonna just jump straight to that because we don't need to dwell on things. But I released my new EP, Memories of the Dead. It's on all platforms. I'll link it below. Released a couple music videos for it over the day and the next week. And I'm just trying to be, you know, active and healthy. I don't really want to live where I live right now, so I'm working on bettering that situation, and getting the aligned jobs that put me in a position to live out my highest potential without ceilings. So when I'm locked into something that's like, you are committed to this for the next 4 months or whatever, and this is how much you make, and this is when you have to be there, I feel like I can do so much in such little time that then putting that in lockdown contract form, like, for you telling me in August I got to be doing something, like, I don't know that I think that puts a cap over me, and I don't know that I'm down for that. So, you know, as of today, I'm just been really focusing on, like, appreciating the time where I'm not really doing a whole lot day to day. I'm not, but I'm, you know, I'm not always gonna have this stillness, and I need to appreciate it while I have it as much as I do. I'll always need it, but I have a lot of it right now, and I'm grateful. But also replacing a lot of this stillness with action and productivity and change and new. And there's a couple more opportunities that I've lined up that I'm pursuing, couple auditions and video projects and things that'll come out soon. And I'm really excited about those things. And ultimately, I think because of the decisions that I've made and the ways that I've taken steps back and allowed things to play out, while also taking steps forward when they make sense to me, I think that I'm really gonna be glad I did how I did it, despite it being a little counterproductive at times, or you know, it's part of me, and I think it's mostly from the outside pressure of what I think others want for me is to like be like, okay, I committed to this job, I'm gonna do it for this amount of time, and I need consistency, and then I can do things. But then it's like, but if I am able to actually use that consistency to build and springboard sooner, then I don't want to be held down by what I agreed to for months on end, that then delay my progress. And I think, I don't know, things happen very quickly these days, especially with the way that I feel about things. And even half a year seems like too long to me to be doing one thing. In terms of where I am with this like kind of open-ended, nothing but potential, like rise up. You know, eventually I think I'll be doing things more consistently as I'm actually stable and have a base to stand on. But while I'm building that base, I think that can come in a variety of ways, and I think it's important that I do the most effective and beneficial and healthy and time sent like aware pathways forward. So yeah, hope you enjoy the views as always. Hope you are doing well. The plan at the moment is Beami's Bonanza to come out. This is episode 6, episode 7 in July, episode 8 in August, kind of following the months of the year. I'm disconnected a lot from like the internet and from, obviously I'm not on social media anymore. I'm updating my website, I'm putting out videos, but I'm not really sure how quite involved I'm gonna be in posting things like this, and putting myself out in the public eye, unless there's like a true purpose and intention for it. But I'm really not, you know, I think it's very important that I continue to operate right here, and what I'm looking through and what I'm experiencing is the real world and not this one in a box in a digitized universe. But respect to all that. So appreciate it, and we'll talk soon, you know, probably. Have a wonderful summer. Whoa.
Look at that little cute little teeny tiny thing. Ah, little baby. You're a little baby. Good girl. I love you. I love you, little rough and rumble tumble. Oh, you brought me this soaking wet rope. How wonderful. Why didn't you want to play with the tennis ball? Rah, 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 rah. You're crazy. That little chocolate chunk is crazy. Woo! 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 Ooh, that's a nice chair. Yeah, I like this chair. I think I'm gonna sit in this chair for a while.